So, Trevor, we've talked about mentorship on the podcast before. That was back in our episode 5. Before we dig into building a mentoring relationship, I want to know from you, why do you think mentoring is important?
Oh, it's so important. The that's that old saying, you're the average of the top 5 people you associate with, you know. I think that a mentor is just simply somebody who's been there, done that. Okay. And the easiest way to get from A to Z when you're lost, okay, is to pull over and ask someone who's already been there for directions. Right? That's going to save you time. You're going to avoid pitfalls and roadblocks and speed bumps and potholes. You're gonna avoid all of that stuff, and you're going to be able to get there quicker. And so, yeah, a mentorship program is absolutely crucial if you're trying to expedite and get to success in whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's relationships, whether that's your career, whether that's your finances, whatever that is in your life that you're trying to do. Find a mentor that is qualified in that area, right? A lot of times people want to get this like guru that can do it all, but that's not what you need to do. You need to have someone that has a success track record in the thing you're trying to do, whether that's like, again, if I want a better marriage, right? I need someone that models that and that's been there and done that, right? If I want a better career, I need someone who's navigated those career journey in my industry. And so it's crucial. It really is. It's really, really important to have mentors. And I don't think you just have one. You have multiple for different areas that you want to succeed.
Yeah. Many of our listeners know that I think a mentor can be a great addition to what I like to call your career support system. You started talking about this, but I want to dive even deeper. In your opinion, what qualities should people look for in a potential mentor?
Yeah, it's kind of like I was saying earlier. I mean, the number one quality that I'm looking for is, have they done the thing that I want to do, right? Are they at the place that I want to be? Um, and and are they willing, right? That's the other thing, is that a lot of times successful people, they're busy and things like that. And so it's like, how do you get them to a point where they want to help you? And a lot of times, as busy as some successful people are, I feel like it's human nature that we want to help other people. I really do. I think generally people are good. They want to help other people. And if they see something in you, right, they're going to want to help you. And so, that's the tricky part though, right? You got to add some value to their life. You got to be able to add some value to that person's life and give them that sense of like, wow, this kid really wants to, he's really going places. He really wants it. This kid wants it. You know what? Let me help him out. Right? Like that's the mindset. And so reaching out to these people, adding some value, figuring out how you can serve them, right? Ultimately, it starts with a networking piece, right? And networking, people always ask me about networking, and networking essentially is, it's not about you, it's about how you can serve the other person. And so how do you serve that mentor? How do you give back to that mentor? How do you volunteer? How do you make their life easier? And if you can make that mentor's life easier, man, they're going to bend over backwards to like help you, right? And so that's what I would recommend for people to do if they've identified somebody they want to mentor them. Go serve water, right? Like figure out how you can serve that mentor so that they want to then help you in return.
I love that. So, Trevor, what if someone doesn't have that mentor in mind, right? What do you think are some of the best ways to just find a mentor?
Yeah, look up online who's doing what you want to do, right? I mean, let's throw out some examples. Like for myself, because I do, this podcasting thing, and in my space, I went to Google and started looking up who does what I do in my space, and who's really crushing it, right? Who is really crushing it? And like some people, you got Dave Ramsey, you got Ken Coleman, you got Patrick Bet David, you got all of these legends. Like there's some people, Ed Milet, and I start looking at those people and it's like, okay, now I have someone to model after.